time in, I believe. And as Gordo there is just starting us up as well. And I was just taking a look because Gordo was slightly out of sync from the other drivers, and I was wondering, I thought it was going to be Gordo that was going to put time in, but no, he is just on an outlap at the moment then. As Nico is now coming into 15 and 6 as well. That's a horrible corner, isn't it? It's an error generator corner. That is, I don't like that corner at all. Of course, it's a negative camber, isn't it? Of course, if it's the opposite way around, I think that'd be an absolutely splendid corner, isn't it? Nico on the follow turn then, and he has gone fast on a 33-1 there. Brandon's gone second now, and but New Potato's on pole position then, as it stands at the moment. What about Liam? Yeah, he's come second there with Gamer in third position as well, so I can get my words out. What about Gurman? He's invalidated again. Gurman has, but I've got to say, he's really good at the one shot, isn't he? I think that he would have loved the times back when qualifying was just one lap back in 2003 and 5. Goodness me. Exile's in sixth position as well then. Itchy's gone for another run as well. Gordo's out on circuit as well. So is Gurman as well. 3 cars on set time moment. We're watching Gordo as well. Going a bit wide then. Yellow flags is one of the Ferraris is just coming to a stop there at turn 2. And letting the McLaren and Baz through. Baz is looking very strong tonight, isn't he? Goodness me, we haven't seen much of Baz on the stream, have we? But my gosh, he is really ripping up the form book like Gordo there. Goodness me, he's wrestling with that car, isn't he? Good gosh, there. Hacksaw away at that steering wheel. The back end just would not live with the front there, would it? And there's a bit of sun there going into his eyes. Well, it's a bit of a scrappy lap from Gordo, but let's see why he can do that. It may look scrappy there, but let's see what it does on the times as well. And to turn 18 and final turn then. And let's see, Gordo goes 8 fast in the end then, and I think that you can see visibly that he was losing a bit of time there. Here comes Itchy then, he is coming into 17 as well. Good 17 there, letting the car run nicely wide indeed there. The final turn as well then, very much about inches there, and Itchy is currently at 4 fastest at the moment there. Good stuff indeed then. And now then, so at the moment, Itchy is currently in 4th position at the moment. Good stuff, but it's New Potato who is at the moment the cream of the crop then. What about Gurman? Goodness me there, and look at that locking up the inside front. He's giving all kinds of willy, and that is pole position. What a spectacular end to the lap there. And Gurman going for his 6th pole position of the season there. Remember, he started so well in Australia and Bahrain, again 2 for 2, didn't he? But my God, is there a chink in this man's armour? I don't think there is it? He is the undisputed king of silver at the moment there. Really good stuff indeed there from Gurman. And it's Gurman fastest, New Potato 2nd fastest. Then we have Liam in 3rd position, Gamer in 4th then. 5th is Itchy, Baz in 6th position there. 7th position is Nico, Exile in 8th position, Brandon in 9th, and Gordo completes the top 10 at the moment then. That's been that's a very good start to qualify. That's good stuff indeed then. So then we've got 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session then. We're just on board Gordo at the moment. He's taking a very pedestrian speed back to the pits, isn't he? As he's just getting out of the way of Itchy. I think he was also coming back into the pits as well. And so Gordo had a very adventurous lap then. There's a lot of time left in that Red Bull, I think, isn't it? And I think that he can gain at least half a second, maybe more there in that Red Bull, because it was a very adventurous lap there, wasn't it, from the man who's 10th position at the moment. And he's got 1 point there. Sorry, I think he's got 7 points in the championship on now, and I think he's hoping to get some more tonight as well. So he comes to the pit there, and Nico is out there straight away there. We're just under 5 minutes to go then, so he's got plenty of time to get around there. I wonder if he's fueled to go for 2 timed runs around here. Interesting stuff indeed there for Nico. And at the moment, no one else has followed suit. And you can see he's just cut the inside corner around there. We didn't speak about track limits, did we, in qualifying 1? Yeah, track limits is quite brutal around this circuit, isn't it? Whether you're slightly outside those white lines, you are going to be slapped there with a corner cut or a track extension there, isn't it? So you've got to be very much aware of your surroundings, don't you? So it is very brutal around here too, say the least, isn't it? And so now I'm just watching at the moment. Then Nico is just preparing the car. These laps may look like that it's kind of a waste of time, really, but it really isn't, is it? Nico is just getting the car prepped up there. He is now he's got the car at the lowest power setting he's got. He doesn't want to waste any performance out of that engine, does he? In that Honda, and so he is just getting himself ready there as well. DRS are not available, of course. He doesn't want to take any life out of the tyres either, but it needs to keep up to temperature. And I've got a question: how do they keep the tire temperature going into turn 2? It's such a long drag, isn't it? And how do they know where to break. It's absolutely fantastic. These guys are superhuman at times, aren't they? Nico then out of turn 16, and that's it then. This is it, and he's going to get his head into the game then. And what can he do as well? We've got 3 cars out on circuit then. Traffic shouldn't be a problem for Nico unless someone pops out of the pit lane. Now that's what you can't control then. Here we go then. His best time moment is a 31.376. Can he improve that? Baz is a 10th of a second away at the moment from his water. On board Nico going down into turn 1. Where does he break there? It's very hard there. There's not really much to go on, is there, in terms of looking on the outside of the track there? And seeing where to break there. Brilliant stuff indeed there. Flies through turn 3 as well there. 3 minutes to go in this session now. It's time is your mortal enemy now, isn't it? Nico, I thought he was off the circuit there, but no, he's not then. Out of turn 4 and into turn 5 as well. The short squirt there. Down the straight as well there. Good stuff indeed then. The turn 6 is nothing, is it? Now into 7 as well there. It's a horrible corner. He's taken in a lot of speed there, and he's invalidated his time, hasn't he? Oh dear, then that's it for Nico. He's got one. He's got he potentially might have 2 attempts here then. And that's good stuff indeed there for Nico. So he was probably maybe want to try to banter up there, and see now that down in turn 7 there, he cannot take too much speed in there then. On board with Brandon as well into turn 8 then. Of course, turn 8 is very difficult indeed, isn't it? We had an incident there last night, didn't we, unfortunately, and it involved the double world champion Granty, unfortunately, as well, didn't it? Down the back straight as well, Brandon is so Brandon is still all green at the moment, and he hasn't invalidated his time. What's his second intermediate split time like? He is at 2400 seconds down on his personal best then, so he hasn't found time in that second section then. What is he going to do then in his final sector as well? And let's see that into 15 and 16 as well there for Brandon now. I love the helmet as well, dark purple and black, beautiful stuff indeed then. Out of 16 and into 17 as well, break it down to 4th gear, 3rd gear there, and momentarily before going back up into 4th gear, then drop it down into 3rd, and Brandon finds a 10th for a second. He's in the 31s, but he hasn't improved his time then. Is he going for broke again? He is going for broke. Potato is improved, and he's on pole position, and I completely missed that, but he is improved there, and he is currently 2/10 second under. New Potato does like to go quite early in the qualifying session, doesn't he? And he is the benchmark at the moment then as well. Good stuff indeed then. And just watching, what about Nico has backed off, and he's got a minute, about 70 seconds I should say, to get around the course then. He is running out of fuel though. Has he got enough? I don't think he's got enough there. What a shame now for Nico then. He is down in 7th position, and that is definitely the commentator's curse, isn't it? Oh dear, that's not going to talk for Nico then, so I apologise to Nico, and that's it. I think I'm going to be blocked off his list now forever. Just watching Itchy then. He is 5th fastest moment, Itchy is. Like I say, this is good return performance as well. Can Itchy there get the race result in as well? In the background, you've seen a flash of red then. That was one of the Ferrari then. I can't tell you which one it is then. I probably could if I flick towards them, but of course we've got to keep all our eyes and attention on this man. It's Itchy. Has Potato got time for one more run? I don't think he has that. Where is he? He's on the back straight as well, and has he got enough fuel in the car then to do another run then? But at the moment, New Potato is the benchmark, is the bar, isn't he? Who is going to raise the bar? Who is going to be beyond the bar? Well, we'll find out as well then. German starts out then. Liam Yeh is still on his outlap mode, so is Gordo as well. Gordo's just finished his outlap then, so he is through, he is safe, and Nico's in the pits, that's him done then. What about, and everyone then we've got 9 cars going for pole position then. Look at those break this glowing as well, and Ichi is going a bit wide there out of turn 7 there, and here he is into turn 8 as well. He keeps it in the track limit as well. Beautiful stuff indeed then. Absolutely great stuff as let me get rid of that notification then. Now onto turn 11 as well. On the back straight there. He's invalidated this time, and Itchy has, and that's not good, is it? And also New Potatoes in the pits where both Alpha Towers are done and dusted there. Gamer has taken over the lead car in terms of who's going to get the first time run in then, and Itchy that's him done then. So the best he's going for his 5th position. Gamer carrying so much speed there. I gotta say, I was clenching. I thought he was going to get the car slowed down, but goodness me, good stuff indeed there for Gamer. He's currently on the second row of the grid there, and he is 2/10 of a second away from Liam at the moment. And of course, he is the last one into the first road. Can he get in front of Liam? And what about Gurman there as well? I think Gurman might be slightly out of reach, and Gamer there loses time in the end there. Well, Baz improves by a whisker, but not too much. Well, Exile goes at 5th fastest road there. Good stuff. The Itchy's in the pits then as well. What about Gurman? Gurman, it comes across like it's only 2nd fastest out for Gurman, and Potatoes is currently on pole position there. Who is going to start that pole position away? What about Gordon? No, he's in Valley this time. Brandon is coming through the photo as well. What about Liam? Liam comes through and he's second fastest. He's out-qualified his teammate in the championship leader. Brandon's in the pits then. New Potato who's in the pits is on pole position then for the Russian Grand Prix. And that is New Potato's third pole position of his career as well. Lovely 17th there for Potato. And he likes scoring, doesn't he? And today it has worked to his advantage. And his third pole position of his silver career. Hats off there to Potato. Great stuff indeed there. And I've got to say, that's a good celebration there in the old AlphaTauri team. One end qualifying, I love that. That was fantastic stuff indeed. Really good entertainment. Michael Press say, good job, lads. It really was, wasn't it? Liam, yeah, was less than a tenth of a second away there from New Potato in the end. Then that what separates the front row. Gurman in third position there. Gamer in fourth there. Exile in fifth there. Both riders are very high up the grid then. Itchin in very strong sixth position. Baz serves. Nico 8, Brandon 9, and Gordo in 10th position as well, but it's we got Serge Mushroom. He's going to push Gunnar, so I hope he's pushing it the right way, not the wrong way. Gunnar's already been pushed into kind of was hit a barrier last night, wasn't it? So hopefully it'll be pushed in the right way, forward and upwards there. Good stuff indeed there. As Gunnar said, oh, I see why. Gunnar, the best of luck, everyone. I'll probably be back in 20 minutes, so now then, as you can see, and again, it's very gloomy for the races. The goodness me, then I gotta say, this is quite. I think this is the most popular tourist attraction in Russia. I think it is, isn't it? But goodness me, there ain't gonna be no tourists there. Well, there probably isn't anyway with the state of the world. But even if it wasn't the case, I don't think it would be up there anyway. Goodness gracious me! But look at the there's a lot of fans in the VIP area. Is it? There's no cars in the garage on it because they're all out on circuit. Bert Mylander, hopefully we won't see him much in this race as he is parked on the exit of the pit lane now, just waiting to be called into action. Then here we go then. Now let me get myself adjusted. I hope you're all ready, and we'll begin in 15 seconds or so as well. And I'll just smash my face. I'll just smash my face again. Ow. You would think that the amount of times I know where the mic is. It's been there for like, I don't know, the same position for 17 years, and I still smash myself in the face with it, but there you go. Right then, here we go then for the silver grid is complete. We got 18 cars on circuit as well. And just accelerating away, and let's see what tires are on. There's not a hard tire in sight, is there? And I am looking I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a good race, isn't it? And hopefully, have more races than last night as well. But I do love a safety car too. I really get really excited when we get a safety car then. So as long as you don't have too many, that's all that matters, really, isn't it? Right, 27 laps then. Let's go for the grid. Pole position there for Nude. That's his third pole position of his career. He is on medium tyres. Liam is on soft tyres. That is going to give him an advantage there on the longest drag down to the second turn now. First braking point then. He is on medium tyres. He's on soft tyres. Gurman on the medium tyres. Gamer is on the soft tyres as well. That's going to give him an advantage as well. Watch those two fly. Exile in 5th position. Itchy is in 6th position. It's an all medium row 3 there. Baz in 7th position with Nico in 8th position. 9th position is Brandon and 10th position is Gordo. We knew about those tyres, didn't we? After qualifying too. In 11th position then we have Troy. He's starting on medium tyres, and those are fresh tyres as well. Serious Mushroom, he is 5th in the championship at the moment now, isn't he? Still gone outside bet of getting that second position promotion to gold as well. But New Potato is starting on pole position now, so it's got to say it's now starting to look very much like a Potato second position now. But of course we still got the race to come up with. Wilson, who is 4th in the Drivers' Championship, is only 13th as well. He is on the medium tyre. Frisky Biscuit is in a 14th position, also on the medium tyre, sharing the same row as his teammate as well. Vital had a big smash in qualifying one, didn't he? That's why he's down in 15th position. He is on the soft tyres. Watch him fly up into turn 1 there. And Ballard then in at 16th position there on medium tyres out for the Williams driver. 17th is Gunnar as well. Then hopefully he's put the horror crash behind him of yesterday. Murphy, who's finally found the keys to his Mercedes, in 18th position there, also on soft tyres as well. Oh, that's a lovely helmet there from Murphy. I got to say, I can't remember seeing his helmet last night, but that's a beautiful helmet. Lovely stuff. It probably goes well with the Mercedes car, doesn't it? Right then, 27 laps then around at Sochi. This is a pivotal day in the championship as well. Gurman there could potentially put himself within a whisker of the Drivers' Championship, going in to the Japanese Grand Prix next week there. But whoa, I'm thinking way too far ahead. That's 7 days away. We haven't even started this race yet, have we? Right, Murphy there is coming through the final turn as well then. We are about to get going for the Russian Grand Prix then. I'm already perspirating and I haven't even started the race yet. We're waiting for those lights as well. When they come on, we'll be going out there. And the lights are on there, but of course no one's home yet then, because I have now learned my lesson about that. Now, here we go then. The revs are building up then, and we are going to be racing in Sochi, and we're away straight away. Good stuff indeed there. Then Potato is down to second, and that's a terrible start there for Paul Sitter. And Liam is taking the lead there, and second position is Gabriel. Fantastic stuff for the two sources of the Mercedes in the wall. It's good, it's a Murphy in the wall already, as we go down into turn one, then Goodman is there, and he's damaged the nose cone. He's damaged the nose cone on the Haas, and Goodman has it. Oh dear, that's not good at all. It's a come through turn number 3 as well. Oh gosh, that's not good. It's a look at this side. Where's German? And he's on the outside, locking up the inside front there as well. And then German there damaging the car. There's yellow flags in the back, but then there's someone off. It's Exar's dropped to the back of the field then. One Ferrari's up the second, the other Ferrari's at the back there. And I think I've seen a Mercedes in the back as well, and if Murphy, but he's elevated himself back on the 15th. Good stuff indeed there. Nowadays we're just watching the gamer second position there. German looks like he's got a train form behind as well. Nico has flown up into 5th position already. Good stuff. Itchy in a 6th position. Then we've got Baz 7th there. Brandon is 8th. Then Troy 9th. Gordo in 10th position as well. Bella on a fantastic start. He's up 5 positions there. William Torres. Good stuff then. Wilson 12th position there. Serious Mercer's dropped out of position. Murphy up 4th position as he damaged the car. Daniel House. Let's take a look there. He has indeed there. I think he just drove in the wall there, didn't he? We've got Frisky in 15th, Gunnar in 16th position, XR 17th, and VTOL is also damaged as well. And this is a huge blow, isn't it? For VTOL there is VTOL's having a nightmare race there. Look at this there as well. German is staying out then, so he's staying out with damage to his wing there. And this might be a damage limitation there tonight. And locking up there. VTOL has left the session there. Oh no, VTOL has left the session already. Look at this there. It's German there who's just trying to break the slipstream. And no, we've got a lot of slipstream breaking in the background as well as we're coming up into turn 2 then. This is good stuff indeed then. As VTOL set the fast off the race. Brilliant stuff indeed then. Look in the background as well. And who is that? That's a Mercedes there of Troy and Gordo. Gordo is free up in 9th position. Great manoeuvre there. And Ballard there is on defending from Wilson as well. Wilson there is going on the outside into turn number 3. Oh my goodness me. Is it going to go? Is it going to stick around? He has stuck on the outside. On the inside there's going to be contact. There is contact and it's just a rub there. And Potatoes dropped down to 5th position. The pole is trying to pull him started. And look at this as well as they go into turn number 6 then as well. Oh my goodness me. And Ballard has gone into the wall there. It looks like he got on the power there, didn't he? And he is in the wall then. It's our safety car that is right in the middle of the circuit then. And just waiting to see the FIA's decision there. Oh gosh, there is Nico is now up into 4th position there. Look at this, and he's all over the back of German there. Nico is not wasting any time tonight, is he? There is no safety car. Another Williams there is still on the circuit there. And he's been cleared, and Ballas is out of this race. And oh my goodness me, there is contact there. Going down into turn 13 as well. Oh gosh, there one retirement after lap 2 already there. And also we've got Baz who's got past Itchy as well. Itchy's dropping down the field there. His qualifying form is been very good, but at the moment the race form is not looking too good at all. Both AlphaTauris there are all over the back there. Itchy is strong with the race performance of the car at the moment, is it? As VTOL was somehow spectating the AI driving his car then, so that's not good at all for VTOL then, so that's a big blow, isn't it, for one of the championship protagonists then. Itchy is in the pits then. Has he damaged the car? He looks like he has, because that is surely too early for a schedule stop there for the Williams driver. And once again, Itchy there is currently staring at no points again then, but we'll soon find out. Murphy's having the 10th position already. Good stuff indeed there from the Mercedes driver then. And look at this then, as German is now, it's only a second back at the moment then, so German is a Gunnar. Gunar's had a smash there at turn 1 then, and oh gosh, oh my gosh, there he's strolling against the circuit there. Oh goodness me, that's right in the middle of the circuit. And I gotta say, I don't think we're gonna get another safety car. We ain't gonna get another safety car. Goodness me, and we had a load last night. We've had I think two very good cases for safety cars. Unfortunately, that's not the case from the FIA then. And goodness me, but Gunnar out of the race as well, and that's a big shame. Baz is now on the outside of Irish, and Irish there is not giving up, is he? Baz has been forced off the circuit momentarily as well. Nico is also alongside German as well. Nico is past German, the championship leader, and he is now over the first position. German there is on his back foot as well. Nico, oh no, that is Baz flying through, and up into 4th position. great maneuver there from Baz there, brilliant something. But Gurman, oh my goodness me, he's steered into it. Gurman is out. There's also contact all over the show. And Gurman is on the outside. Oh, that's Potato. Potato has got off, but he's still on circuit. Oh my gosh, so Beaton is back in the section there. Baz is up in the fourth position. Brilliant stuff indeed there. And it was getting very interesting there, wasn't it? Baz, I think, oversteered the car into Gurman slightly there. And that really cost Gurman, didn't it? Goodness me there. And wow, is Becca's asked the same question that I have, really. It's the safety car is actually turned on in this lobby there. And Gurman is gaining. He is alongside there. And he passes Baz back into... but Baz has got up and under there, gone for the old switcheroo, hasn't he? And look at this, so it's Gunnar's left possession. He is out of this race. And what a shame for Gunnar. Also, Ballas out of the race as well as Baz. Got to have a look, though. Not quite a big locker there for Gurman as well. He's damaged the front wing, hasn't he, Gurman has? But he's still got some relatively good pace out there. Liam, has now got a 3-second advantage there. I want to talk about the change of positions there, but never mind, we'll talk about that later. Look at these queue of cars there behind Gurman at the moment. We've got Baz and Brandon, who's that? That's Nico! Nico is facing the wrong way in the AlphaTauri. Nico's, oh goodness me, he has damaged the car as well. Oh, what a shame now for Nico. And Gurman is back up into third position. He's damaged the car. What a shame now for Nico. And that's a big blow, so he just got past Gurman, and he was hunted down the top two then. And look at this, and it's now as Baz is alongside Gurman. He passes Gurman and moves up in the third position again. Another lock up there. As Gurman's on the medium tires, Gordo's now in the sixth position. Gordo's on a great start to this race. He's on the soft tires, Gordo is. We've also got Troy in there as well, haven't we? And Murphy, New Potatoes off the circuit as well. Both AlphaTauris on the same lap there. Is facing the wrong way. Oh dear, then that's not good, is it? Both AlphaTauris in the same lap as well. I've been in what trip over each other. They're both coming in the pits. Indeed, they are there. Oh, this is not good at all. Franz Tost is going to be a very unhappy chap here, isn't he? Hard trial for Serious Manici as well at the back of the field there. Liam is now up into 4 seconds up to 4 seconds. The gap is at the front, and Gurman is struggling in the moment. We have a look at Brandon now, who's having a look on the inside of Gurman going into turn 2 and 3 as well. Brandon's had an almighty start, and it's all the soft runners now. It's going to really start to cause a Gurman first off the shot. Gurman some worries, isn't it? Murphy up into a very strong 8th position as well. Good 17 there from Murphy there at the back of the field, but he's now right there as well. What a shame for both AlphaTauris. They're really in the thick of things now. Both of them are now 14th and at 16th in this race moment. Potato's gone for the soft tires, so he's gone for more of an attacking run. And there's a Ferrari in front of us, a Gamer there. He's really struggling for pace now, isn't he, Gamer? And Baz is now all over the back. And this is a great result from Baz at the moment. A great performance, I should say. He is up into 5th position. And I sound like I'm not wheezing Pokemon. We've wheezed away now. Goodness me, it's because we've got a cough stud. But there we go. I'm also very much out of breath already. Then I've already done this for 5 laps. So goodness me, I'm going to have to drink the water. I'm going to have to wet me whistle. Because we're on board with Brandon at the moment then. And hopefully I'm going to have a car on a couple of laps, I think, then, because I don't think a race like last night, I don't think I could survive that race again. Goodness me. But this start of this race has been absolutely magnificent stuff. Liam, at the moment there is starting to really stretch out his legs. He's now 6.4 seconds in front of Gamer, who is really struggling. And Baz is now right on the tailpipe there, that Ferrari. And look at these two cars there. And I've got to say that Silver seems to have a great midfield battle ever since the first race here, back in season 1 now. We've always had a great midfield battle, and once again then, we're on the same as well as Gurman there is on the outside there. Brandon is swooped through there, and look at that, who's on? That's Gordo there, who's taken, oh goodness me, there's also contact as well. Gordo is on the inside there, is I think he took a bit of advance there, a bit of a shortcut, but he's up in 5th position, nonetheless, 17th there for Gordo, as I think his direct challenger today is Brandon there, so he didn't want to be stuck behind Gurman. I can't believe I'm saying that, of course, no drivers are stuck behind Gurman, but he does have a damaged front wing, Gurman does, but he is still got some pace in that Haas, hasn't it? Just shows how incredible he is, how incredible of a driver he is today. But at the moment there, he is really he's really on the back foot at this stage of proceedings, isn't he? As now then all these soft runners and are now just getting by him as well. As Gordo there looks like had a bit of a problem there, didn't he, coming out of turn 8, but he's okay. On board then with Baz. Look at this, and he has DRS in this one, and look at this as he is gaining on the Ferrari. Gamer then, what is Gamer going to do then? Is he going to defend the inside? It's quite difficult to overtake down here. The moment Gamer has got the high ground at the moment now. Gordo is also keeping tabs on Brown as well. Look at this. I think now in the corners, though, I've got to say, Gerben is looking strong in the corners, albeit with that damage from ring. Fantastic stuff indeed there. So the people that come to the pits and are about 18 seconds off the back of the field then, which is Frisky, who is in that position, and Frisky is 7 seconds behind Exile, who's in at 10th position as well. Exile was facing the wrong way at the beginning of this race. So good recovery drive there from Exile as well then, so he's up in 10th position as well then. We've also got Potato, who's got past Serious Russian there, who is and V-Tot, they're both racing points on a bit of a nightmare day. Bass is now up into 2nd position. Look at the background there, as I think that was Gordo and Troy going wheel to wheel as well. Look at this, this Gamer is not giving up, is he? And Gordo's look, he's going to be on the outside though, but Gamer there has the inside line. But Bass on the inside line into turn 4. On board of inside, he's going to have a lunge, not quite dead. This is a brilliant performance out from McLaren driver in qualifying. He looked, he rocked up in qualifying, looked strong, and now in the race as well, looking so strong again. Then Baz good stuff indeed there. Brandon is also showing some good performance there in that Renault. Lovely stuff indeed there from all these drivers at the moment. Very good, impressive stuff indeed there. At the front, though, Liam is now almost 8.9 seconds away. Then this will be Liam. And look at this, we're talking about that because Bass on the inside then. And is he got the outside? He does have the outside. He passes a Gamer. Gamer's got damage to his Ferrari from wing, and that is why he's slow at this stage of proceedings. And now we've got Brandon, who's all over the back of him as well. And look at Gamer, and he's flying past Bass and back up into 2nd position as well. Bass going to be on the outside. Is he going to go do a switcheroo? He's going on the outside there, and Brandon's trying to go on the inside as well. It's a very difficult place to overtake, isn't it, in a Formula 1 car? And at the moment, status quo there, or as they were when they started, that Bass is on the inside there, and goodness me, then, and that was a very late manoeuvre there from Bass. And luckily, as into the pits, there comes Gordo. He has had enough of that, hasn't he? He wants to come to the pits there and maybe do the undercut as well. And so we'll keep an eye on Gordo's performance there as it happens as well. And good stuff indeed as we come across the line once again. And lap 8 already in this race there. And now we've got Baz there, who is once again underneath the rear ring. The Ferrari is a fantastic race so far. I'm really enjoying it. Look at this. He's right also the Ferrari. He is alongside. He passes. He does he? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Look at this. Gamer is not giving up. Brandon is going to go up and under. He has gone up and under. Great stuff indeed. Oh, look at that. Brandon's taken 2 of them. Similar to Jonathan Cox's maneuver back in season 2 or 3. And a brilliant stuff indeed. And look at this. German is going to be hung out to try to look at how close he was to the wall there. And Brandon is now in his 2nd position there. Gamer is not giving an inch. He is defending for all his work there. German is back up in the front position. As he knows he's back. He's on the outside. He's on the outside. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there's a Mercedes going to the McLaren and pass as well. And German is somehow in 3rd position. I'm absolutely astounded by this race. And look at all these cars there. And oh gosh, we have down. It's on McLaren. It's off the McLaren there. And Wilson there. He's an expert coming through the field there. There he is. Exile's also over the 8th position as well. This is absolute anarchy. Wilson's over the 5th position as well. Brilliant stuff as they come down into turn 14. And now we've got Murphy there, who I think is probably just sitting there and just wondering what on earth is going on in front of him. Unfortunately, the Mercedes has been hung up short, but I think Baz has got damage there, and I think he's got to go in the pit. And look at this as Murphy is trying to overtake his teammate on the outside there. Murphy has picked his spot there, beautiful Baz is in the pit. Oh, goodness me. It's 11.4 seconds now the gap is at the front. Now, Liam, yeah, it's just absolutely pulling away at the moment there, isn't it? And I don't think he knows what's going on behind there. And, oh, my gosh, hang on a minute. There we go. Oh, gosh. It's Exile is now in 7th position. Troy 8th, Ben Frisky in 9th position. Baz is changing tyres. He's on the hard tyres now and also changing the nose cone as well. And where's that going to pull him out there? Here comes Gordo. He's gone for the undercut on the medium tyres. Gordo out there. Gamer has dropped down to 5th position now because Wilson's on the outside there. And now the medium runners, and are they starting to cut? Oh my gosh, there! And Vic Wilson there really running him a bit wide there. What's the goodness me there? As going in a bit deep there just to make sure. Brilliant stuff then from. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Wilson. He's up in the 4th position. Gamer down to 5th, and he has damage to the Ferrari, doesn't he? And I think he's got to come in the pits sooner rather than later as well. Troy and all that fracas is down in 8th position at the moment after all what went on there. Murphy is moved himself into 6th position. Brilliant stuff indeed then. Wilson then is now bearing down on German as well, and German's had a damaged front wing then since the get-go here. But I've got to say, he is once again, he's brilliant, isn't he, German? It's fantastic stuff. Of course, he does have damage there, and of course, Liam, lock up the inside front there. Liam, I think he's having a lovely race out in front, isn't he? But I think he doesn't really want to pit yet and be involved in all this traffic, does he? So I think that he might. I'm wondering if he might just wait until all the other soft runners come in the pits then, and so that he'll be behind the medium tyres then. So Acorn saying, good luck, Itchy. Unfortunately, Itchy is down in 12th position at the moment, and also we've got Becca saying that this is class. It really is, isn't it? It's a brilliant race so far. Gamer is in the pits then, as the pit winner's on for the medium tyres. So he comes to the pits then and changes those tyres. Well, I think we've just seen Baz go on the hard tyre, and wonder Baz should have gone on the medium tyres. Perhaps he was only a lap away. And now the Ferrari getting to work as well. And so Gamer now out of the pits then after an incredible race as well. I'm wondering how he got that damage to his nose gun now. Did he get it off Nico perhaps? I'm not sure. That that's just me surmising there. And I'm always I've got to say, I'll be an important investigator, wouldn't I? Because I always seem to think the worst. And on board then we've got Brandon, and look at how he's stamping. Oh my goodness me, he's driving it like a rally car. Fantastic stuff, Ben. Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there. And got to say, German somehow slowing the car down, and I can't believe he stopped it. That was great stuff indeed there. And now Wilson's all over the back as well, and Brandon is currently in a second position, and I think that he'll be coming in fairly soon as well. Liam has now got a 13.2 second advantage there. Troy is all over the back of Exo. Exo's run wide then. There's going to be a lot of penalties in this race, isn't there? So, of course, you got to make sure you keep it clean. Remember, Grant, he got into third position last night after keeping it clean as a whistle there, didn't he? After he had a very difficult race last night, didn't he? The double world champion, but he still got third position there, didn't he? And perhaps he possibly could have and should have got higher as well from Grant. But I think third position there from the back of the grid was a very good day's work, wasn't it? And Nolans were just on board then. Is Brandon there just feigning, coming into the pits. German there once again locking up the inside front. Look at that, I've got to say, the way he treats his tyres, goodness me, that he definitely treats them like a racing driver, doesn't he? Of course, he doesn't expect to use those tyres at all for the rest of his life, does he? So he's going to get every inch of performance out there. I mean, why shouldn't he as well? He is gaining on the back of that Renault, but at the moment the blue one, not that straight. It's up there. It's not sure. It's not long enough. Exxon Troy now in 56th position. And that's Murphy there, just leaving his gantry. And then as he is now in at 9th position. Serious Murphy, New Potato's now got through as well. So Murphy there is coming on the pits. Then we've got Itchy, who pitted earlier on. We've also got Serious Mushroom in front as well. And Gamer is also in front of Murphy then. So Murphy's got a bit of overtaking to do then at this stage of proceedings as well. And Bass is also through. Murphy down in 40th position. I'm quite surprised how far back Murphy is. And Vital and Nico kind of hoping for a safety car, but that's not happening at the moment. Just in a glimpse of another half there. That was Liam. Yeah, he's now 14 seconds in front. I know this. We've got a bit of sunshine now as well. We've got a bit of sunshine as well, and now the brilliant stuff indeed there here in Sochi there as well. So there's been all gloom, hasn't it, to this stage of proceedings there, but now we've got a lovely bit of sunshine. German is now putting his toe down, isn't he? He's going to have a look at Brandon. He's up the inside into turn 14. Brandon turns in, and goodness me, they've also come a cropper out on the exit as well. And still, Brandon's got his whole wing there, and just about there as well. Where's Brandon? And he's in third position there. German is now up in his second position. Into the pits there comes German's teammate, which is Liam Yedden. He's got a 14.8 second lead at the moment, and Murphy's got a 3-second penalty to his name as well. Brandon's staying up there now. He's the last man on those soft tyres to not come to the pits. Now he's out of the pits. Now, is it Liam Yedden? I'm wondering if they have to change the wing on that, because that was quite a slow stop, isn't it? Or perhaps we just joined him at just not a very good time there. Sorry. Brandon's now lost out again then, and now Wilson's now been in second minutes as well. Those soft tyres, I think, are past it. We've also got Exile also getting through past Troy as well, and he's up into fourth position as the medium runners now are extending this first stint, and they want to go into the soft tyres now to the end of the race, don't they? Whilst the soft tyres will only go into medium, and the likes of Brandon, but Brandon has got wing damage now, hasn't he? So, that's not good at all for Brandon, as we've got Murphy, who is that's a car right off the track there. That's serious much now, goodness me. I've got to say, he's going to St. Petersburg there, he's off the circuit there. He comes back on circuit now. He's done 9 laps on the hard tyres, but he's given away 2 positions there Serious Mushroom is also shaping there. So we're on board with New Potato, and he is now hunting down Gordo as well, Potatoes, but he has to come in the pits, doesn't he, Potato does. On board then with Troy there, and he is not leaving Exile alone, is he? He's going to go to the outside, then he'll have the inside for 13, the outside for 14, and where is he? Oh goodness me, look at that, fantastic stuff indeed there from both drivers, absolutely love that, and Exile is still in 4th position at the moment. We've got Potato who's got past Gordo as well, at the same place there as what we just did in that action as well, as Potato then has already got the job done, good stuff indeed there. Brandon in the pits then. So this is the battle for the then. Of course, Wilson has never won a race, has he? Gurman is, of course, on an incredible streak. Well, both Gurman and Haas are on an incredible streak at the moment. 6 wins there for Gurman, 7 wins in a row for Haas. And at the moment, Liam Yates now back up in the 5th position as well. Wilson is going for the lead here in race 8 on the outside, but Gurman breaks so much later. Oh, and there's a bit of contact as well. Wilson's got up and under. He's going on the inside there into turn 3. Not quite there. As before he even got it out there, and it was just not happening, was it? And Gurman's got the inside into turn 4 as well. Another lock as well. Lovely on-board footage here from the Alpha here. He is going up for the switcher. Look at that. He's got momentum. This straight is quite short now. And Gurman once again locked up. He's gone wide there. And now it's going to entice Wilson. It has enticed Wilson there. Wilson and Gurman are side by side into turn 8 then. He has got it, has he? Oh my goodness me. Gurman swoops on the outside. Brilliant racing. Oh my goodness me. I take my hat off to you two, sir. Oh, to you two, gentlemen. Brilliant stuff indeed then. And really good stuff. And look at the background there. There's Exile and Troy as well. Also getting very close to each other. Liam is currently now 2.1 seconds behind, and figures about 5 seconds behind this bar here. And now Wilson there is past him. He is up into the lead then of the Russian Grand Prix. Wilson has never run a race in silver before. He now leads it. Can he now handle the pressure there of the man who has been the benchmark of this league, hasn't he, since the get-go? He has been racing around for damage from wing, and he is still in contention there. He has been mega stuff. Itchy has had some issues. Itchy is crude and he's damaged the car in the Williams. What a shame there for Itchy. Oh dear. And now we've got Gamer and Brandon then, of course, they're renewing their rivalry from earlier on then. And Brandon's got right off there. There's been contact up in them. I've been a bit of contact there. And Brandon's been tipped off slightly, hasn't he? And so Itchy is out of the race then. And oh goodness me then. And look at the set inside now. Gurman is going for the lead and he's out alongside. He passes, retakes Wilson and takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. We're up at half distance now as well. Down to 15 cars in this race then. And Gurman is back through then. Unfortunately, Itchy out of the race, and what a shame now. Serious Mushroom is coming the pit zone onto the soft tyres as well. Got to say, the 2 racing points are on a miserable day, haven't they? The other championship protagonist is Wilson, and as it stands at the moment, Wilson will be up into 2nd in the driver's standings as well. Brilliant performance here from Wilson tonight then. Lovely juggling indeed there. Liam Yedden is now very much behind then Troy and Exo as well. Liam has got fresh medium tyres, hasn't he? Of course, he has been dominating this race from start to finish so far, hasn't he? And of course, he doesn't want to take any risks, does he? As these guys are now, look, you can see the race leaders in front of him. Liam can now, so he's not going to take too many risks, is he? And now there's Liam there is now on the inside, and he has passed Troy, and Troy is down in 5th position there, so that's a good manoeuvre there from Liam there. Of course, as he is just going to take it easy. He ain't going to take too many risks, is he, Liam? Of course, he has already won a Grand Prix in his career, hasn't he? He would love to get a 2nd here tonight, and he has actually controlled this race, hasn't he, so far? Good stuff indeed there for Liam then. Gurman is still leading now by 0.3 seconds. Him and Jake Wilson having a brilliant battle out in front, and they good stuff indeed there. And let's see then, it's 0.4 seconds, and the gap is coming down then. We haven't even got to DRS yet. New Potato's got past Frisky Biscuit as well. Look at Wilson, and he is now alongside Gurman. He passes again then. These two are just switching roles. Liam, is now right behind the 2 men who, he's got a pistol in hand as well, hasn't he, Liam? He's got this race in the palm of his hand so far. Here comes Gurman. And then as Gurman's dropped down to 2nd position. This is great battling, isn't it, between the front 2. And there is Liam there, so he's his teammate and Jake Wilson are now a pit stop behind him effectively, isn't it? Goodness me, that's how far in front now. Potato was in 6th as well after having a comeback drive. Gordo is just up into 8th position as well. Murphy there is now under pressure from Gamer, is down in 9th position. Brandon is also trying to make a recovery drive after him and Gamer came to blows a couple of laps ago, didn't they? And now then, where is Murphy going to be then? He's on the medium tyres, well, damn it, and he is he's not really, I think he's at ninth position, but he's falling back in the field at the moment. Now, I'm not sure where the pace is for Dan at the moment, but of course that is very much, I won't be judging a book by its cover there, and that might be completely wrong, so I'm going to keep my opinions to myself and go with that. As we're on board now then with Liam at the one and German there. Look at that, and German is really struggling now, isn't he? I wonder if it's going to be a bit of a team play here. Remember, German has got such a advantage in the Drivers' Championship. He can never take anything for granted in this game. He has gone very wide there, and I'm wondering if he's let Liam, but through there, of course, at the moment, Haas has got an incredible... Oh, he's hit the pits there, German is out. So German has come into the pits there, and there we go then. But yeah, at the moment, Haas are on a 7-winning streak at the moment. Can this be 8 tonight then? But Liam is definitely in the box seats, isn't he? And into the pits there comes Troy and German, and German's going to have an additional couple of seconds stop, isn't he, because of the damage to the front wing as well. First, he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's a trickier pit lane as well. German, and of course, he is now on the soft tires. He's got a fresh nose cone as well, hasn't he, German, has said. So watch this man. He might be flying now then, isn't he? He might break the sound barrier as he comes out of the pits then. But the Gamer's got through. Troy is also out in front of him as well. So German has got a bit of overtaking to do now, hasn't he? Baz, I think, is also going to be on as well. German is out at the points at the moment, isn't he? Frisky Biscuit also coming out of the pits as well then. And Gamer's got a 3-second penalty. So yeah, German is now out of the points at the moment. So he's got a lot of work to do, hasn't he, at this stage? I think he's on the soft tire. He's got fresh tires now. He's also got a full front wing now, which he hasn't had since the start of this race. So keep an eye on German then. So Nico's got a 3-second penalty as well. Where is Nico? Well, he's down in 30 position as well. Unfortunately, he was in the box seats earlier on this race as well. Look at this then. Liam goes for the lead there. He takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Of course, he has got much fresher tires, hasn't he? Brilliant stuff indeed then. And now Liam then, he has dominated this race from start to finish so far. I think he's been brilliant, hasn't he, Liam, right from the get-go there. As you're just watching, German and Baz there are having a good old scrap here. And oh, goodness me, I'm not sure what's going on there then. As Baz there, I'm not sure if Baz got a bit of a, I think someone must have stepped on his internet cable there, or someone's got in the way of his Wi-Fi signal. But whatever the case was, German is now through up into 10th position as well. And let's see what the undercut can do there, because into the pits there is Wilson. Remember that Wilson German were racing each other. German did have to have an extra couple of seconds there, and of course because of the damage to the front wing. So Wilson is in and out. Shake it all about that as he is gone then. We've also got XR also out of the pits. Well, what about Potato? He comes into the pits as of course he's second in championship at the moment in time. Now he will be losing that second position. He is out of the pits now though, and where's German coming out there? We're on board with German and Potato is still in the pits, and is he going to get out in front? No, Exil's in 7th position, Troy, German in 9th position, and Baz in 10th. Potato's on soft tires to the end of this race well, so let's see what Potato can do there. 15 seconds the gap is between himself and Gordo, who's in 2nd position. That Gordo there, he's going to be on a much older tires, isn't he? But good driving from Gordo there, up in his 2nd position on there on the alternative strategy and doing a fine job indeed there. And there's me saying about Murphy there not being on song at the moment. Well, he's having the first there. That just shows how much I know. There's Brandon and Wilson are very in close company as well. They're on board. And also got Troy and Exile as well. Lap 17 out of 27. And I've got to say, in terms of safety cars and stuff, not as much action. But in terms of the race action, we've had a lot more tonight, haven't we? As well, lots of laps beyond the safety car last night, didn't we? So I've got to say, I think we're making up for last night. Tonight in abundance, haven't we? Brilliant stuff indeed there. Troy is now in DRS rated one there, so they're starting to stretch out over each other one there. Brandon is losing time there as Jake Wilson's on the soft tires. Wilson could be on potential a major haul of points here tonight, and now Wilson getting up into the second in the driver's stands as well. So good stuff indeed there. And of course the two harsh drivers from Bronze there having a good old chin wag in the comments as well. Of course that's Becca and and of course AL as well. It's a good so yeah, good stuff today. So at the moment it's a good, so it's been good and good silver for Haas. Bronze there has been hit and miss, hasn't it? So hopefully they can get themselves sorted, even though I think Becca is missing qualifying tomorrow then, as of course that is breaking news, by the way. I should have said breaking news. Yeah, so Becca unfortunately missing qualifying tomorrow, so it's going to be Diaschi there who'll be flying the flag for the American team then. XL is flying the flag for the Italian team at the moment of Ferrari. He gets past Renault. Gamer is up into a strong 4th position, and the other Ferrari is in 6th position as well, but Gamer Gamer is now going to be under pressure, isn't he, from this man here. That is Jake Wilson in at 5th position, having a fantastic drive, isn't he? Good stuff deep there. And now we got to Troy, who is, look at this, Troy is almost pushing Brandon out of the corner there. And look at the background there, there's German in a 9th position there. He has got a lot of work to do, hasn't he? German has, I think this is about the first time in such a long time he's not going to be on the podium either. And look at the Troy there, have a look at oh goodness me, the Gamer's lost out. Is Jake is now having a new 4th position, I should say. 3 seconds behind Murphy then. Back to this battle here. Oh my goodness me, he's almost inside that Renner. Good gosh there. As Brandon there is trying to defend this thing, but I think that these soft tires are the tires to be on. Where that'll be in the next 7-8 laps or so, we'll find out. He's alongside Brandon. He has passed Brandon there. As Brandon Brandon is now down in 8th position as well there. And the Gamer now is keeping tabs on Wilson. And so Wilson, look at this set, he's now 2 seconds away. And then once again, Wilson having another strong performance, isn't he? Who needs qualifying then, isn't it? Definitely from Wilson's point of view. My goodness me, then. An absolutely splendid drive indeed, isn't it? As Rio have been he's been absolutely brilliant. He's been an absolute joy to watch, hasn't he, tonight? Wilson has very good stuff indeed there. A lot of impressive driving. Number down the field, hats off indeed there. And look at this, German is now all over the back of Brandon as well. German is now going to go on the outside. He hasn't got DRS yet. German has it. Let's go on board the Haas driver, shall we? And look at this, they're also gaining on Troy as well, but Troy is, I think, too far in front there. He's going to go to the backward. No, I thought he was going to go right to the backward there. But German there, a very experienced driver, isn't he? Good to speed and just shows what a non-racer thinks to what a racer thinks, doesn't it? Good to speed off, go clouds to the backward. Not any case. So German got his break in, absolutely spot on, brilliant stuff indeed there. Absolutely lovely, I should say. And German is still putting the squeeze on. ALRs now coming up behind his teammate Gamer at the moment. And Gamer, of course, is on the medium tyres there. Gordo is in a very healthy 2nd position. Still, that's going to be a squeeze! Oh no! And Brandon is off the circuit there. As goodness me, that door might have always been close. And that German there got a lot of drive both in and Brandon there. Oh goodness me, Brandon didn't see him, did he? And of course, Formula 1 wing mirrors are not very good, and they're useless. They're as useful as a chocolate fire guard. But I think you do have the arrows, don't you? But oh goodness me, as XL's gone with as well. But unfortunately, the two have come to blows. Brandon's great race might be he's going to be very disappointed there, isn't he? Because he's damaged the wing as well, and he's going to have to come in for an extra stop, which he really didn't want as well. And so I think Baz is going to be happy about that. And Baza on hard tyres, I think he'd be very disappointed that he didn't go to the medium tyres. But Potato and Baza are really locking horns there, and the Potato's on the outside. And all good to say that Baza's I think someone's getting in the way of his internet there, isn't he? And now Murphy has dropped down into a 4th position because Wilson's now been to a strong 3rd position, and Brandon is in the pits. He is not going to be a happy bunny about that, is he? But German there, of course, he hasn't damaged the car, so he is back on his way as well. And look at what's in front of German there. He can see at least 3 cars in front of him as well. Lovely stuff then. Is now that we're on board with Troy as he's having a look on the outside of Gamer, but at the moment nothing going on so far then. And Nico dropped down to a 13th position as well. He is strong on the hard tyres, isn't he, Nico? And he's done one stop so far. Brandon coming out on the soft tyres. He'll be lining up the timing screen 20. He is going to be... he's a very long way away from the points of London. Gamer has now got the outside. This didn't go well last night. But Troy there, as I look at, I think that Troy might be trying to get on it like a car bonnet, because look who's in the background. It's German. And of course, German there has been... I've got to say, we don't usually see much of German, but tonight we've seen an awful lot of him, haven't we? Brilliant stuff indeed there. And now Troy is past Gamer. But look at this there, it's also, and we've had an airplane crash around here last night. Let's hope they all behave tonight, and he's on the inside. That's a lock up. The Ferrari's on the outside. German is through. Oh, and the Gamer is spun off as well. And oh dear, the Gamer then dropping down the order. Yellow flags is fluttering there for that instant there. And German is now up into a 7th position there. And goodness me, there's a lot of collateral damage there. Goodness gracious me there. As now he's in 7th position, and German is said he's less to the second away. Left DRS for Troy, who is next on his list as well. Gordo is now. What is Gordo doing now then? He's 17 seconds away then, but he's only 2.3 seconds away. But I think he's still got some pace there, Gordo. But Gordo has now got a queue of cars in the last 6 laps that he's going to be very nervous about. Vital is done at 15 laps on the medium tyre set, and that is and Gordo is done at 12 laps, and so he definitely knows that the medium tyres go another couple of laps or so. Then Gordo is doing a marathon stint now, isn't he? Nico is in the pits then, and Nico is out of the race. What a shame for Nico then. He was battling there very high up earlier on there, but It's just not gone at all well for the second AlphaTauri driver. He's out the race down to 14 cars. Both racing points are not in the points either at the moment. Now it's going to be a big blow in their fighting the Constructors' Championship and also in the fight for the drivers as well, as they're both racing points down. An absolute nightmare here, aren't they? Gurman is now all over the back of Troy, isn't he? And he's also got Exile just in front as well. We've got 6 more laps to go in this race, haven't we? So Gurman has got plenty of time to do some overtaking, hasn't he? And then Alan, he is now all over the back. Now we're on board then with Gurman, and he goes alongside there, passes Troy, moves up into 6th position there. Job done there from the Haas driver. Next target is the Ferrari driver of Exile in 5th position there. And then 2 seconds up the road is Murphy in 4th position. Wilson is now within DRS range of Gordo, who Gordo there is not too far away from the podium, is he? But he does have these cars out. They're short surrounding Gordo, isn't it? And Gordo is going to be, it might be a bit worried about. Look at those cars in the back of there. Gordo is going to get very nervous as well. Wilson's alongside Gordo, and Gordo has dropped down into 3rd position then as well. 17.2 seconds to go between Liam and Wilson. This is one of the biggest winning margins in ALR history, isn't it, tonight? Good stuff deep there for, definitely in silver anyway. Of course, the biggest winning margin, though, was, I think, Glock, wasn't it, in the German Grand Prix. It was over 34 seconds in that Sodden-Hockenheim race, wasn't it? Goodness me, it was raining throughout the race, wasn't it, as well? But the Glock absolutely rode the waves to perfection there. But Liam tonight then is, I think he has just been the star, and Gurman now is over the 5th position now, and this is going to extend Haas's winning streak from 7 to 8 race wins at this stage there. Of course, there's a lot that can change, and then Wilson there is going to be hunting Liam down, but 16 seconds there with just 6 laps to go is quite a massive feat there. That's going to be quite a big challenge, isn't it, for Wilson? I think Gurman probably could be is probably targeted at least 3rd position now, isn't it? I'm wondering then if he might be able to get Wilson as well. So that has to be a Gurman's. What am I saying? Aim, yes, that has to be Gurman's aim then for the remainder of the season as well. For the remainder of the race, I've said that Exile is in 6th position, Troy is in 7th position, and Troy there has been very sneakily coming up to the back of Exile. Troy is currently the meat in the Ferrari sandwich, isn't he? So I think he would like to get out of the email of the Ferrari pair and get himself up in the 6th position as well. We're on board then, as we now got Murphy then, who's on the back then of Troy as well. Gordo, I should say that. Gordo is currently then, he's done 3 laps, older tyres, and Murphy is back up in the 3rd position there, and he swoops through, and Murphy is on the podium there. Good stuff deep there. Gurman there, of course, was coming under attack there, but it looks from Exile. Exile has got a very quick car on the straight there, which is not going to help Troy too much, is it? There's still a twist in the tail, isn't there? There's still a sting in the tail in this Russian Grand Prix, isn't it? Gamer there is in 8th position with Nuke Patel there down in 9th position there. There's, of course, about 2nd in the championship, but they won't beat after today, unfortunately, for Potato. I think it's been Potato's Achilles heel this season. Has definitely been a consistency, which is, of course, the bronze champion, the first ever bronze champion. Really was incredible last season, wasn't it? He was incredible on strategies. He was incredible on racecraft and speed as well. This season's had a bit of an up and down season, hasn't he? The bronze champion. Gamer's got a 3-second penalty as he is now being very much squeezed, isn't he, by Potato? As Potato would like to get some more points for the AlphaTauri team. He's got the overtake deployed. Then Gordo's also being squeezed by the championship leader as well, as they are coming into the technical part of the lap as well. And Potato is through, and he passes Gamer and moves up into 8th position. Is Gamer going to come underneath him? No, because Potato has the high ground as well. Gurman there on the outside. They're going into turn 17. Good manoeuvre there from Gurman. And now his next target is Murphy, and that is the podium position there. And he is a second and a half behind the podium. Brilliant driving here from Gurman tonight then. And what could have happened then if he didn't damage that front wing? Impressive stuff once again then from Gurman. And Gordo though is having another look though, but I think that Gordo's doing a great job on, isn't he? Doing a really good job there of really looking after those medium tyres, because this is where the tyres take a lot of the pain, isn't it? Around this long turn free as well. Vitar has now got into the points there. It's past Baz I think he's made a major strategical mistake tonight, but going on to the hard tires, and those hard tires just look like they haven't bit into the surface, have they? And that was a shame for Baz, because he was up as high as third at one stage, wasn't he? Really battling with these with the top runs. What a shame from a McLaren driver, and disappointing from Baz, isn't it? But he could definitely take heed then in his performance overall, though, hasn't he? Because I think he had some good speed in qualifying and the race day, and probably one of his best drives of the season. Albeit it isn't go to show for in terms of results, but my goodness me, his speed's been fantastic. Gordo is defending on the outside. Exile's going to go on the inside. Then Gordo has got the high ground in turn number 14 there, and Exile's been run out wide there, and now they've got Troy on the outside, but Exile's on the inside. Oh, contact! And there's contact with another Ferrari. Oh, goodness me! And Exile there is, I think Gordo's collateral damage there, wasn't he? And oh dear then. And I'm not sure, he was getting very feisty there, wasn't he? Gordo hasn't got any damage there. But Troy is now in the 5th position there, as Exile is down into 7th position now, with Gordo in the 6th position there. Goodness me then, that was blind, that was getting very very tense indeed. Then just as Gunnar said that Gordo's doing a great job. He is indeed that. Unfortunately, he was involved in some fisticuffs there, wasn't he? Gurman is now 2.5 seconds behind Wilson. Wilson is on similar tyre life as Gurman, so Gurman there might have a bit of a tougher time now to catch up to Wilson, whilst Liam Yeh is at 15.3 seconds in the lead at the moment, isn't he? And doing a fine, good job indeed there. Potato is only 6 seconds away from this battle as well there. And as just on board then, and there's Troy. He's still been striking distance of Exile, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad then after what happened on the last time around then. But Gordo going very wide there, as I think those tyres there are now starting to really struggle for grip, aren't they? As Exile then 0.3 of a second away at the moment then, so he's in the DRS zone then, so he'll have the DRS down this back straight then for car 91, and here he goes now as a DRS right on the money then, and Gordo's also got DRS as well there, but it looks like at the moment they're quite evenly matched, aren't they? I think Gurman might be starting to rub his hands there and rub those tyres as well, because he is now less than 2 seconds behind Wilson as we're on the second to last lap, haven't we? That is going to get interesting. We're going to have another Haas 1-2 here this season, and Haas have been absolutely fantastic, haven't they, this season? Probably the best team combination there of ALR's history. Well, I gotta say, they're getting into that ballpark, aren't they? Really impressive stuff indeed there, as Exile coming out of the final turn as well and dragging down the back straight there, as Gordo is not got DRS, I don't think this time around. No, he hasn't. But once again, Gordo is it's really quick, isn't he? He's a quick customer, isn't he, on that back straight, and that's where he needs to be quick, isn't it? Just so Vitar currently in 10th position. Gurman has got a 3-second penalty. There's a lot. I completely forgot about the penalties. There's a lot of penalties out there, isn't it? So that might also jumble up the field as well. I don't think unless Liam Yeh's got a lot of penalties, I think that Liam Yeh should be safe in the lead at this moment in time. Then Baz is still on the back of Vitar. Vitar's done 20 laps on those medium tyres. So if Gordo's struggling, goodness me, I wonder how much Todd is struggling as well. We've got a hot. Gurman is facing the wrong way! Gurman is facing the wrong way! Goodness me, what's happened there to Gurman? And oh gosh then, and that 1-2 is completely out of the window now. And oh gosh then, this is taking another twist here in Russia. Goodness me then. And I've got to say, Russia might be a race to dread for the drivers then next season. Goodness me, they've taken it too lightly. I certainly have. And Gurman has again got wing damage, hasn't he? He is down into 8th position, isn't it? And I gotta say, this will be the first time since the Canadian Grand Prix, so it'll be the first time in 8 races that Gurman is not going to be on the podium there. And oh gosh, so he's out, he's dropping down the order as well. So we've got Baz and Frisky also getting a bit intense as well. And 11th and 12th position, this could be for points as well. It's Gurman there as he's coming into the pits. Indeed, he is on the last lap. Gurman, what a shame there, and what a huge blow as well there for Gurman. And he comes into the pit, so he's out of the race then. Oh, goodness me. And now here comes Exile. He's now for the 5th position. He passes Gordo. Is Gordo got over lunge on the inside? He does. There's been a contact there for Gordo. You've got one more lap, Gordo. You could be on course for your best result of your ALR career. Gurman is out of the race, and what a shame. He was a gladiator here today, wasn't he? Damaged his front wing on the start there. But unfortunately, that didn't come to fruition, did it? So that's a big blow. I think that only 13 cars remain, and Frisky Biscuit is less than a second away from the getting some points. Well, Gordo is still in 6th position. Great draw indeed there. Murphy is now on the podium as well, but Troy is his teammate is hunting him down as well as now then we're on board then with Liam. I'm going to keep an eye on what else is up now there, but Liam, yeah. Wow, he extends Haas's winning run to 8 races in a row there. German, the championship leader, may have had a bit of a difficult race today, but I've got to say it was a great drive nonetheless. But Liam, yeah, is on course for his 2nd race win of his career. Look like almost slowed it down. This is the last corner. Liam, yeah, wins his 2nd career race here in Russia. What a dominating performance there from Liam, yeah. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed there. Brilliant performance there. Wilson with a fantastic drive as well. Once again, he's going to get another drive today. I think he is 2nd today. Brilliant performance there from Liam, yeah. From Wilson there. Murphy in 3rd position there. Here comes Troy in 4th position there. Exile in 5th and Gordo in a fantastic 6th position there. Irish Potato in 7th position there. Ex-Gamer in 8th position in the front. A lovely drift there. V-Top then, he was looking very disappointed for V-Top there. He is going to finish 9th. No, he isn't. He's going to win the race. And we have got Frisky in, I think V-Top behind there. Frisky in 10th and Baz outside the points in 11th position. Brandon in 12th and Serious Mushroom having no points either there. But well, I think this is the draw of the day, really. This has been an absolute pleasure, hasn't it, Liam? I'd say he's been absolutely emphatic. I'll say from start to finish, impressive stuff indeed. There took the lead, absolutely splendidly won. He's never looked back there. Jake Wilson there, probably the draw of the day once again there for Wilson, and I think that'll be his 3rd draw of the day as well. Brilliant stuff indeed there from Wilson. It's already be his 4th driver of the day then. Of course, he has now got 2 more than anyone else there. But no, it's Murphy the driver of the day then. And I can't believe that. That's absolute tosh. Right, absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there. Wilson saying, I'll take that phenomenal drive by V-Todd then from Becca. So, unfortunately, V-Todd there had a bit of a miserable day today. But he is top of the standings there, top of the podium there. But, of course, I think that'll be Liam Years. Gordo getting a lot of praise in the comments, and I've got to say hats off to him, brilliant stuff indeed. Then Serious Mushroom saying that there were some issues at the start. Then, of course, we'll investigate that afterwards. And here is the final classification then from the Russian Grand Prix. Hats off to the top 3, even though they're not the top 3. Of course, V-Top there with probably the lap record or the lap history record around here. Goodness me. But yeah, V-Top no penalties. Same for Liam and Wilson there. Liam, his 2nd race win of his career there. It was a brilliant drive from Liam from the today there. Wilson in 2nd position, a great drive, and he's my driver today then. I don't care about Codemasters. 3rd position was Murphy then. Brilliant drive from Murphy as well. 4th position there was Troy. Exile in 5th. Gordo, brilliant drive in 6th position there. Potato 7th, Gamer in 8th. V-Todd was in 9th and Frisky Biscuit in 10th position. Baz, unfortunately, just outside the points of 11th position, made a strategy error today, then otherwise he would have been on course for some major points as well. Brandon would have been on the course for some points as well, but unfortunately was involved in this sense. Serious Mushroom in 13th position. Retirements, German, Nico, Itchy, Gunnar, Balance, all retired from this epic Russian Grand Prix. And before we do interview the drivers, of course, we must turn our attention to the Japanese Grand Prix next week, of course, the land of the rising sun there, where it's really going to get very interesting indeed. And of course, that is, I'll have to look at the standings, but I'm sure that that'll be the first time where technically German could win the championship, albeit after the issues we've had today then. But a lot of the main championship protagonists had issues today, apart from Wilson, of course. So now then, in the country, I am joined by Liam. Yeah, he's had enough of me nattering on, but let's talk about your race, Liam. Liam, I got to say, from start to finish, you absolutely dominated that. Your start was absolutely perfect. And I got to say, I didn't see much of you in this race as well, but you controlled that race. I got to say, that was very much Schumacher-esque in his prime. Brilliant stuff today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, because I don't really like Russia. So, yeah, I don't think I would have made it through Q2 on the mediums, so I had to try something different. And everyone seemed to trip over each other at the start, and I managed to break away, so it worked out well.
Was that the pivotal point in this race then, when everyone was kind of getting in each other's way at the in the opening couple of laps, because you seemed to just drive away at that point?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was expecting the other soft runners to stay with. But obviously front wing damage from other people kind of helped the cause. And then when I kept breaking away, I just thought, right, I need to pit at the right moment and pray there isn't a safety car like the multiple there was last night.
I got to say, really, because you had such a commanding race, you could have pitted literally any lap at all. Then, was you just looking back and seeing who was second, and then deciding to pit, or was it just when you felt like it?
Just to make sure that the tyres, I know the tyres last quite long around here anyway, but they can like start to lose grip like towards the end. I did debate actually pitting again for softs when I realised how like quick I'd caught up with everyone again. But then I just thought, no, I'll just take it easy. It was pretty perfect in the end. I only had one warning, so happy with that.
Absolutely perfect race today, Liam. And I got to say, no faults from you there. Absolutely good stuff from start to finish. I controlled it. Really well done indeed. Congratulations, Liam. Let's come to Wilson, who finished second today. Jake, you don't really need qualifying free, do you? Because you just seem to enjoy coming through the field today. Once again, I'd say you might be getting driver of the day again. We don't believe that Dan should get one, but that was great performance from you today.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's Q2. I was a bit gutted to go out because I invalidated. I was going to go on the softs to go through, but down in 13th. And then the start, it was crazy. I got hit from behind, but I made a couple of overtakes. And I came up to this huge train of about 8 cars. And obviously some of them had wing damage, but I made a triple overtake on one move, and then that was it. I was away once the rest pitted. And then once they all caught each other up when they'd pitted behind me, because I was starting on the mediums from not being in Q3, I was just managed to pull away a bit. I came out the pits, I was in 5th, and I just only had a couple more to get on the fresh softs. And yeah, like Liam said, I can't stand Russia either. It was just a bit lucky, really.
I got to say, you rather have good luck than bad luck. But that triple overtake you just mentioned there, was that the turning point in your race then? Because that sounded to me that was where you felt like you can get a podium.
That was, yeah, because I couldn't get past anyone when I was in that train, so I thought I might as well just stick it on lean fuel, just use the DRS to keep up with them, and then a couple of them like hit each other in front, and it gave me the opportunity to get past all 3 of them on the DRS zone, sector 2, and that was it then. I had my sights on what's in front of me instead of behind, and then it helped me put away, yeah.
And this is very, very, my maths is appalling, but I think you're now second, or very close to second in the championship now. Do you think you could stay there? Because it seems like a new potato seems to be up and down this season, and you seem to just be getting the results as of late.
I don't know, I've always wrote it off, really. I look at the guys around me, and I think they're much quicker than me, especially on a one-lap pace. But at the same time, this is, like I said before, this week, I've got my worst 3 tracks coming up, Russia, Japan and Mexico. But I managed to get P2 here, so I suppose it doesn't really matter what track, it's just about what goes on. But I'll probably say that now, I'll probably get DNF first corner, won't I, next week now?
Don't blame me. Anyway, that's it then for tonight. Then brilliant stuff indeed. Then I've got to say that was a fantastic race for silver, isn't it? We had a lot more racing than we did last night in gold, didn't we? With no safety cars, believe it or not. Tomorrow night is bronze. Can they do the same? Can we have no safety cars? Well, I'll have to find out, won't we? Well, tonight then the championship leader tripped over. What we're going to see tomorrow from Velocity and Curve. Join us 7:30 UK time. Goodbye.